everybody, welcome to your live watch along of the derby between England and Scotland from Wembley in Euro 2020. Let's go and get the 3 points and qualify for the next round of the Euros. Come on, England! So hopefully England are going to get the win. I am confident. I am confident in the boys. Come on, England! Go on, England! Go on, England! Go on, England! Go on, England!
On Marshall, guys. That's the point, Graham, isn't it? Both goalkeepers shoot and follow in. Anything can happen when it's getting so wet like this. If you're a player, you love these conditions. Goalkeepers.
So we just need to go for me to show hell for freaking leather today. So no mercy. Go for it. Give it the best we got and show England can go and get the 3 points today.
There's a confident Englishman. What are you thinking tonight, seriously?
Scotland could be at the very best. It's not going to reach up, but Scotland have got to give everything they can. But you have to fancy England.
See, I'm encouraged by the last time they played at Hampden Park. We're 2-1 up, 93, 94 minutes. Harry gets an equaliser. We deserve to win that night. No one fancies us. No one fancies us tonight. Anything can happen in football, Mark.
Just talk us through the individuals now. The team talks are finished. The manager's chat's finished. Is this all about
Come on, England!
processing of the last couple of minutes?
100%. I think the players will be sick of the build-up now. They'll just want to get on with it, and you'll be looking at the players in the tunnel. You'll be thinking, you have to win. First of all, when you're in, hopefully take from there. And of course,
Oh, where are the England? Oh, where are the England? Oh, we are the England. Oh, we are the England. Oh, we are the England. England!
Your game going first. If you're having a good time, then maybe you've got time to help someone else. But this game is all about starting right, making sure that you're fired up to the point where you're almost crossing that red line where you could get in trouble. You still have to play your football.
We need to play with so much passion. We need to show we can prove ourselves. We can go and show Scotland we are here to win this game, and I have confidence in the boys. I have confidence in Gareth Southgate's belief that England
is growing, and your confidence remains where?
My confidence is exactly where it is because I'm very confident in our team. We played the best we can.
Go on, England! Go on, England! Go on, England!
We're not getting ruined at the moment.
Let's see, we're all set. It's the 115th meeting between England and Scotland, and really has it
Guys.
mattered so much. Your commentators, Lee Dixon, Ali McCoy, and first, good evening to Sam Matterface.
Good evening, Mark. Hello, everyone. Are you sitting comfortably? So far, Euro 2020 has forced us the intensity.
Come on, boys! Up the England!
The dynamic Dutch and the intrigue of France, Germany. But England against Scotland at Wembley in the teeming rain. This is a whole new ball.
I got to, I know I am a sure I am a big one.
Another fixture. Nobody is buying that.
Come on, England! Come on, England!
Feel they don't get enough respect from those south of Gretna. England feel they are unduly tarnished with the arrogance brush. We've had team sheet mind games, fitness concerns, and adding spice to the pot that is already boiling.
Of course! Come on, England!
For only the second time ever at a major tournament.
Come on, England, let's get the win today!
Last time. England know that a win takes them into the last 16, but arguably Scotland's need is greater. They are now the only team in Group D without a point.
How is everyone? Come on, guys, national anthem time. Collingwood! Let's win, let's get the 3 points, and let's go for it. I'm confident in the boys. Come on, boys! Collingwood! Come on, boys! It's hard. The anthem that everyone says should not be hard, but we don't give a crap. Save our gracious Queen, God save our Queen, the ever victorious, happy and glorious, roll to it, God save our Queen. Come on, England!
We are minutes away from the most anticipated sporting event of the year.
Come on!
To refresh your glasses, England against Scotland is next.
We are England, separate England, all the way. We are England, separate England, we are England, all the way. We're just gonna be up for it. We gotta be up for it. We gotta be up for the challenge. We gotta be up for it. I mean, it's like they won't be in it, but their voices will be. But it's like I'll be the one that people see. But we gotta go for it. We gotta be like passionate. We gotta be showing the passion that England can give to what we can do. I have confidence. I have abilities within the squad. I have so much love.
The carnival-like atmosphere today. England make 2 changes.
Come on, guys! Come on, England!
Shoring for Kieran Trippier, Reece James in for Walker. Partly to counter the threat of Kieran Tierney, who returns to the Scotland team after training twice since Monday. Billy Gilmore makes his first Scotland.
Come on, England!
There's Shane Adams and Lyndon Dykes up front as Scotland go in search of their first goal at a major tournament since Craig Burley scored in Bordeaux against Norway at France 98. There are 12 players across both squads that have been involved
Come on,
in the Champions
boys!
League final over the last 2 years. I think we know that Britain's got talent, all right. An unbelievable atmosphere.
We're about to get underway. Scotland versus England. The oldest fixture in world football is about to get underway.
And take the knee together. The fight for racial racial equality and social justice is one thing that unites the English and Scottish populations.
Come on, boys! Come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England!
England and Scotland, a football rivalry that reaches back to 1872. Lee Dixon
Come on, England!
and Ali McCoist represent either side of divided Britain. How important is it to keep your emotions in check? And we may have already seen the first foul of the game.
We're England all the way! 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 It's na 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 na. We're England all the way! We're England all the way!
In the national anthems anyway, so it's 1-0 to England so far.
Not sure about that, but anyway, first things first, that was never a free kick. And secondly, after listening to my ex-teammate and old boss Graham Souness, I'm just about ready to march on Carlisle.
Come on, England!
If you could wait till the end of the game, that would be great.
Come on, boys!
Grant Hanley across to stop the run of Sterling.
Come on, England!
First foray into Scotland territory. This is Captain Kane. Onto Sterling being...
Oh, Sterling, for Christ's sake!
The Aston Villa man has won the ball. McGregor has skipped away by Mount and Sterling.
Scotland are on the ball at the moment.
England came out of the traps really quickly in their game against Croatia. And you get the feeling that both teams are desperate to make a fast start here tonight.
See, the first thing I've got to say, looking at the Scottish shape, you know, I was kind of hoping the two boys at the back wider when we further up.
Come on, England! England on the ball at the moment, playing quite well, playing quite good football. We just need to see what can happen.
May well be more defensively minded tonight. Steve Clarke put the 3 in at the back, which looks like a 5 from the early exchanges, to make them hard to beat. And he has history of causing upsets. He constructed a Kilmarnock team that really disrupted the top order of the Scottish Premiership. There's a real thorn in the side of the old firm. And he knows that Scotland needs something tonight.
Oh, lucky, lucky.
Calvin Phillips chasing into the corner. Grant Hanley just about holding him off.
Well, we can see straight from the start Gareth's thoughts behind putting James on one side, he's sure on the other at full-backs. The two up front for Scotland will engage the two centre-backs, and it will just free up those full-back positions, and in possession hopefully they will get forward. And as you said, Ali, at the moment,
come on, boys! Come on, England!
To a back 5 for Scotland, which will really suit England as far as that midfield's concerned.
Header won by McGinn.
Come on, England!
This is Shea Adams. Portsmouth fan, Mason Mount.
Hey,
It's also worth mentioning as well, guys, that although it is looking at a 5 immediately, it's a pretty brave team, Stevie Clarke. What you say with the two up front, I thought he might have gone for that formation.
Ideal! Come on, England! Yes, that is correct. You guys could be seeing... You guys could be seeing an absolute madness of a celebration if England score today. First chance of the game was for Scotland by Che Adams. Just on side. Good attempt by Che Adams. Good block by England, by our England defenders, and that is brilliant defending. Now let's go on the back foot. We need to get on the front foot in this game.
Monday night was that O'Donnell didn't really offer much going forward.
Well, Adams all night.
We just need to try as much as we can, play as much as we can.
4 minutes into the game,
do well, try and get a couple of chances going. You never know what England can do. We can create chances. You never know.
The ball across the 6-yard box. One of them's got to have his eye on the player just sitting in that hole, and he did well
Ali, you're right, just sat and waited for it to come to him.
Big credit indeed to O'Donnell for picking him out.
Good challenge. Go on, Mount.
Now trying to hold off his Chelsea teammate, Billy Gilmore, who just had a little nudge on him.
Free kick to England.
They've probably had a go at one another in training once or twice before.
Let's try and get another attempt. Try. Come on, England.
Shea Adams has missed a chance for Scotland. Both he and Dykes have been guilty of that.
England just need to keep.
Adams' international goals have come against Luxembourg and the Faroe Islands.
We just need to keep going, try as much as we can, and try and create chances as much as we can. And if England do and get the chances going, I think we can create a lot of chances. It just depends on how long it will take for us to create them.
Ali, just looking at the midfield for Scotland with McGregor, Gilmore and McGinn just dropping in.
Yep.
Just got to be careful. Mason Mount obviously wanting to get on the ball a little bit higher than that. But Phillips and Rice
just need to play and do.
No,
try not to make any mistakes.
Is that there are no gaps. If they go to a 5, that's fine.
Oh, that's a free kick. Well done, ref.
The 5 and the 3 and the 2. They've got to keep that compact and try and prevent England playing in little pockets.
John McGinn wiring in on Harry Kane. England are dangerous from set pieces. You don't want to give away too many in this area. Phil Foden and Mason Mount have gone over to have a conversation.
Free kick to England. Mason Mount and Phil Foden are over this free kick for England. Come on. Come on, England.
The Spanish referee just lining up the wall, making sure they're 10 yards. Mason Mount, who was impressive in the second half of the game against Croatia in the first sort of 10-15 minutes when he was high energy on Sunday.
Mount or Foden to take this free kick for England. It's Mount. Go on. Oh, ball came over from Mount to Declan Rice to go and get a good connection there and went straight through to Marshall in the Scotland goal.
Long ball up to Shea Adams, who takes it on his chest well, then brings it down even better. This is McGinn. Been involved a lot in the early exchanges here. And he's been fouled.
That's not a foul, ref!
Tell you, I'm a little bit surprised at both sides. I understand the importance of the game and how emotions are running very, very high. But it was interesting listening to the guys. You don't want to be giving away free kicks, particularly in dangerous places. We know how important, particularly in a modern game, set pieces are.
Rhys James nearly took his block off. Well, England's set-piece defending is usually enhanced by the presence of Harry Maguire. Wasn't selected tonight despite declaring himself fit. Mings is the tallest of the England defenders.
So it's a free kick to Scotland. Ball's crossed in. Well cleared, England. Come on.
Fabulous ball in, right on the 6-yard box, middle of the goal.
Lyndon Dykes with the flick on. You may have noticed that Lyndon Dykes has had a change of hairstyle over the last few days. The blonde hair that we saw on Monday afternoon is gone, and he's gone for the close shave.
So if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, I'm happy to answer as many questions as you guys want to put towards me.
Forwards for England, right up against the back line.
About 9 minutes played. England 0, Scotland 0.
Looking up, saying when we're going to give it. Sorry, it wasn't Mings, it was James, but just looking up now. Eventually, we get somebody in a little hole.
Again, lads, looking at Scotland, it's also important for Adams and Dykes not to press immediately higher up the park and leave the gaps in behind. Come back, get yourselves into a shape and get ready to go.
Come on, England! Guys, are you here supporting England or are you here supporting Scotland? Let me know in the chat.
Gareth Southgate has resisted the temptation to reshuffle extensively. He felt in a game where they would have more of the ball, Rhys James and Luke Shaw would be better on it.
Oh!
Mason Mount trying to skip away from Callum McGregor. Well, it's been a committed start.
Well, listen, I've got to say, and I'm very well aware there's only 10 minutes going, but the one big difference for me straight away is Adams in a forward position for Scotland. Just gives us a completely different option.
Ryan Christie played up with.
Come on, England!
Didn't quite work for Scotland. Phillips. This is
Come on, put it in the box!
Feeds Phil Foden. Gets it back again.
Reece James.
Kane waiting in the centre, but not too many
Sterling.
other options for him to cross the ball
Foden.
to. Goes to Foden instead. Trying to dance
Phil
his way into the
Foden.
box. This is
Mount!
Mason Mount trying to curl one. Takes
Corner!
it.
Come on, boys!
Good move to England.
Come on, England!
Left
Corner
side,
to England,
right hand
folks.
side, Harry Kane in the box on his own. Eventually, Mount joins the play. See what he's trying to do. Actually going in well wide, but back five of Scotland being.
We
pushed
now
all
need
the
to
way
get
back
someone in white on the ball.
At the last European Championships, Harry Kane was taking the corners. That's certainly not the case this time around.
I could never get my head round that, to be honest with you.
Mount's delivery. John Stones.
Oh!
What a chance for England to take.
Oh, Stones off the post!
He seemed to have the freedom of the penalty area as he leapt.
Oh my God, what a goal it would have been!
His neck towards the ball, and it was so close to an England opener.
Well, he actually gets up so early. He's surprised that nobody's challenging him.
John
He's waiting
Stones,
for the ball
what
to
a head!
slide
That should have been
behind him.
1-0 England.
That's why he's arching his neck, trying to get a full forehead on it. He's up there and he just guides it to that far post where it's come from. The marking was terrible. I think it was Dykes that got left behind.
He gets caught underneath it. I've got to say, I think Stones should score. Look at that, it's a completely free header. And thankfully, from our point of view, post saves us.
Come on, England!
Impressive resurgence in the title-winning Manchester City team. And that was a wonderful chance for him to score for England and put them in front at Wembley against Scotland.
He seemed more surprised, Ali, didn't he, when he got up there that nobody was challenging him.
Absolutely nowhere near him.
As you said, he got a little
Go on,
bit
Sterling!
Sterling robs
Go on!
Kane waiting for
Sterling!
the ball in the 6-yard box.
Oh!
Mason Mount steers
Oh,
it well.
Mason! Unlucky, Matt! Unlucky, Matt!
England chances in quick succession. And that one coming from a Scottish mistake out.
Absolutely, McTominay gets caught in possession. Should not be taking chances here. Sterling doesn't.
Mason Mount nearly put England 1-0 up. Seconds
It's
after John
appealing
Stones
for
did the
them,
post
trying
for
to take
England.
them on. Make no mistake, the nutmeg is a pass intended, and the finish is a poor one again from Mason Mount. But McTominay there cannot be taking
Come on,
chances
England.
like that.
Likewise, England can't afford to spurn chances like that. Phil Foden's made a really good run. It wasn't spotted or found by Reece James.
Well, that's that space that Harry Kane coming short creates.
Come
Foden's
on,
already
England.
seen that. Harry Kane sees the run and just drops short.
Adams. Dyke is on his bike. Out comes Jordan Pickford to meet
Well,
him.
Bigfoot!
I'm loving the movement from Adams. Really intelligent. Just drops into that pocket, leaving Dykes further up. Overhits the pass right enough, but the movement's very good.
Phillips again, winning the ball back, then tangling over on the far side with John McGinn. And the referee from Spain, Antonio Matulaho, wants a quick word with Calvin Phillips.
Not an awful lot in it, really. Let's be honest about it.
Not too sure what he did wrong there.
No.
England are playing really well, but so is Scotland, but
John McGinn's grasp, I think.
Felt like a foul the other way, but
No, that's,
maybe I'm biased.
no, I'm actually agreeing with you.
Wow.
Yep.
Hope that continues.
Not sure it will.
Always wanted a job in the UN.
come on, England!
Mings. Pickford. Hanley forward. Dykes trying to get it under control. Mings wrestling with it. They're coming for a free kick. John McGinn, who was the Premier League's most booked player, is going to be booked.
Way!
Dissent over vociferous appealing. It was something that UEFA said they were going to crack down upon.
First thing you've got to say, it's not a free kick. And secondly, I'm not sure I'm too happy with John McGinn getting booked inside the first 15 minutes. I'm not saying he plays on the edge, but it's certainly part of his game. Could have done without that.
Adams, McGregor, Scotland coming forward again. Andy Robertson, it was a familiar tale.
Well, in England.
Crosses that Robertson got into the box, 14 over the course of 90 minutes. It was as if they were playing on a tilted table.
And also quite unbelievable, was it 19 attempts at goal for Scotland? I can't remember anything like that.
Certainly positives in the performance, and it was the fact that they did create a lot. The truth was is that they were probably beaten by a side who were just more ruthless with their finishing.
Come on, England!
Dykes got up there ahead of Mings once again. He's a handful.
I think that actually suits Mings, to be honest with you, having somebody that he can go up against and wrestle. We just saw that challenge he had, and this is the Stones header. As I said, he just gets a little bit ahead of it. But I think Mings quite enjoys that tussle, that holding on to someone. Yeah. I think it's the nippy players a little bit.
Come on, England! Come on, boys!
With, so he won't mind going against Dykes, I don't think.
Phillips pinging it towards Foden.
Phil Foden! Oh!
He's a yard.
Offside, but it's a good effort by Foden, but it was offside.
But the ball to him was almost inch perfect.
It was a good yard off a shot when it got played.
Slightly worrying for Scotland though, that with 2 or 3 runs that Foden's made, he's just seen a little gap in between the 2 centre backs and he's prepared to go. And at the moment the service is coming, so he'll just keep going. He comes in off that right hand side, it's a good run.
And I think that's a very fair point, Lee.
Come on, England! Let's try to let Scotland get in this game.
A little bit of a warning for McTominay, Hanley and Tierney.
Adams has dealt with the ball really well so far, especially when England.
Scotland are on the ball at the moment.
Towards the edge of their own penalty
18 minutes
area.
played, 0-0.
Dykes. Stones.
Come on, England, let's try something. We're playing well. We're gaining chances. It's just, can we bury one of them? And I believe we can bury one of them. It's just going to take time. I believe in the boys. I believe in this team.
Shaw again. Sterling. Shaw continues.
Come on, England.
Mount outside him.
Go on, Mount.
Mount tries to square it.
Corner, come on, boys.
Just got caught.
He just get caught. When he came out to close down, he was late, and then he got done by the 1-2, and then his recovery run, he looked really, really tired, like he was struggling already with the pace of the game.
Corner to England.
Last England corner. He's trotted up again. Kane and Mings also in there, and Declan Rice as well. Mount's delivery. Firmly by John McGinn. Further clear by
Scotland could break, folks.
And Shaw and Foden double teamed him from both sides of Manchester.
England are trying our best, but it's just going to be the same. Come and break us down if you can.
Just 3 of the England starting 11 have come up against Scotland before. And he's new to a lot of them. Foden, one of those, tries to help it on. McTominay away. Shaw into the body of Sterling.
What?
And ball.
It's interesting. England are just starting to change positions a little bit. Foden's come on from that right hand side into the middle.
Come on, England.
Wandering around. Sterling's gone inside as well. A bit of fluidity to that.
So far, not a lot is happening, but England are playing a lot better than Scotland, and I will say that. Not being biased on that, but we are playing a lot better than them. They've had like one proper good chance. Apart from that, that's all they've had.
Feels like a throwback fixture. For so long we've been watching matches without this wonderful noise in the background. But it feels like it's all starting again.
Clever play from Dykes. He's just got an awareness where Stones is. Knows he's coming over the top, and he'll take the free kick all day.
Free kick to Scotland. 21 minutes played.
Don't want to give the foul away. If you've got somebody a little bit cute underneath it, like he was, just draws him into the header. And there's any time that's on the left-hand side for Scotland with these two on the ball, anything can happen.
It's Billy Gilmore floating it in. Grant Hanley underneath it. England don't win the second ball, they win the third. Comes back out to Tierney.
Way, have it.
Pickford just to see.
I don't mind that. Takes it at his chest, I don't mind it at all. I know you don't either right now.
I don't mind him swinging it with his right foot all day long.
Pulled out of the Czech Republic game 48 hours before with a little problem with his calf, but trained subsequently. Such a key player for Scotland.
Come on, England.
Mount.
Go on, Mount.
Gilmore bounding into the Scotland half. Gilmore goes back at him. Real tussle between those two Chelsea boys. Kane trying to
Kane.
Reece James, and it was well anticipated. It is Billy Gilmore's first international start. He only turned 20 a week ago.
Well, he's breathing very heavily and he's being put under a lot of pressure, certainly from Mount. Just looking down at him, he's obviously trying his best, but he's just off the pace a little bit with the game.
I would be very hopeful. We've all kind of been there, as you know, that you will find a kind of second win pretty quickly.
Come on, England.
Certainly the pace of the game looks at this moment in time just have captured them a little bit by surprise.
Come on, boys, just keep passing the ball around. See what we can do. England are on the ball at the moment, just passing the ball around, just seeing if they can open up this Scotland rear guard.
Pirlo was trending on social media during and after the Croatia game on Sunday. There's quite a bit of commentary from around the world in a number of different languages using that moniker for him too.
And you just look at Billy Gilmore's position, he's just had to come all the way inside to mark Sterling, and now he's expected to come out and mark short and Mount. He's got an awful lot of yardage to cover.
It's so important, Lee, the communication between
That's a
players.
ball, go on Sterling.
Across comes McTominay, deals with the problem and brings the ball out for Scotland. It is their throw.
You know what I'm saying, Lee?
Throw into Scotland, 24 minutes played, 0-0.
Communication, save yourself that 5-10 yard run.
McGregor and McGinn, are they that type of player, Ali, to be able to do that and shift him across the pitch?
Absolutely.
Because he's 20 years of age,
Correct.
he needs help.
There's no getting away from it.
Also, I always found that, you know, the centre-back behind that midfield player, McTominay, is the one just to drag him around in front of you and protect him as well.
Talk to him all game. Pass on information.
Billy Gilmore's last start was in a Premier League game against Arsenal, a game that Chelsea lost. He was taken off at half-time in that game. Only 11 appearances for Chelsea over the course of the last season. He was an unused substitute in the Champions League final. They've certainly enjoyed their day in London. There's been a splendid noise all around Wembley. In fact, throughout the capital.
Come on, England!
Foden has been fouled.
Foul for England. Foul by Tierney on Phil Foden.
Possession.
Yeah,
Well done,
catch
ref.
him. Yeah, well done, ref.
It's a good job you two are here. And the refereeing has been of exemplary
hasn't it?
standard.
The whole tournament so far, not wanting to tempt fate at all, but you're absolutely spot on, Sam.
That's the thing with VAR, isn't it? We haven't had any problems with VAR because the referee's been so good. So what does that say about Premier League refereeing? We need to sharpen up a bit, I think.
Pickford almost having a bit of a problem with his feet.
Come on, England, do something. Ball's in, straight into the hands of Pickford.
It's a good ball, though. You're absolutely right. It's not going to trouble him, Sam. But that particular time, if Dykes attacks the centre of the goal rather than the front post, it does trouble you.
Got a Mount.
Thing is, Ali, as
Straight
well,
into the hands
when the
of
ball
Marshall in
went
the
out
Scotland
there,
goal.
I was thinking straight away, he's going to cross it.
Deliver it.
So if I'm thinking it'll appear, then the centre forward, one of them has got to go, do you know what, this is coming in.
Absolutely.
Has been pointed out in the build-up to the game that Scotland are more of a collective. They're well aware that everyone thinks that England have better individuals than them. And they are at their best when they have to scrap, have to graft, have to beat the odds. That attitude will only take you so far, but it's a good baseline from which to start. There's no doubting that Lyndon Dykes is a Queen's Park Rangers striker. He hasn't scored too many goals for Scotland. He's missed a lot of chances, 12 goals in 42 for QPR this season.
Well, come on, boys. "28 minutes played, Scotland 0, England 0.
One thing Dykes did do is, when Charlie Austin wasn't available at the end of the campaign for Queen's Park Rangers, he really stepped up. And he is the kind of player that can unsettle defences, even if he doesn't score as regularly as maybe you'd hope. Stones of Manchester City. James, delicious cross.
Oh, Harry Kane should have buried that.
For it, but even if he had got it, it would have been flagged offside.
Well, that's what we're just talking about at the other end. As soon as you see the ball coming in or going wide, you know it's coming in. I tell you what, that is so tight.
Oh, Harry Kane.
Looked like he was level at least, just skid off the turf. Harry Kane can't quite keep it on target, but if that goes in, yeah, I was having a look at that one.
Without doubt, that's what Harry does superbly well. He plays on the shoulder, as you know.
Come on, England.
James gives you.
Well, it's an absolute nightmare when any defender doesn't want to run back to his own goal. As soon as you turn round and know the cross is coming in that position, so hard to defend against.
James was a favourite of Thomas Tuchel. He picked him more than he picked anyone else at Chelsea. England have had the better chances, but it is a game that is on a knife edge.
Scotland on the ball. Scotland have the ball.
Decent turn, looking for O'Donnell. Big save.
Oh, what a save by Pickford. Well done, Pickford.
That's a huge hand from Jordan Pickford. From Stephen O'Donnell.
Robertson. Do you know what it is? It's brilliant play all round, from start to finish, the movement, and we're right behind it, and I'm saying to myself, Stephen, hit it, just hit it, and he did, and it's a good save. He's a little bit unsighted, Pickford, but it's a big hand to it. Well, that could have gone anywhere. Unfortunately, from our point of view, just too high for Adams. Great football all round from us.
Well, it just shows you Robertson, wing back on one side, overlapping left centre back in Tierney, cross to the right wing back on the other side for Scotland. Brilliant chance that was.
A reminder that if England win tonight, they qualify for the last 16 of the European Championships. Scotland really need to get something. They face Croatia in their final game on Tuesday night. England, the Czech Republic here at the same time. There has been a couple of moments each for the fans of England and Scotland. To get
Come
off
on,
their
England.
seats.
Oh, it's a good save from Pickford, but I've watched him a lot, and whenever he makes those type of saves, really strong risk.
Go on,
but
Kane.
a lot of the balls come back into play, you know, instead of going out wide.
Go on, Sterling. Chase after it, Sterling.
No, I hear you absolutely.
McTominay trying to bring the ball away. Scotland have an injury issue with John McGinn just hobbling slightly. He's back on his feet now, but he's not comfortable. Mount held up by McGinn. Shaw.
Go on, Foden.
His run.
Oh, lucky Foden, unlucky.
But you're spot on, what a run it was.
Unlucky
You can actually
Foden.
see him arc it a little bit to stay onside. Really clever, really clever.
Just Harry Kane just following through with the pass, and this is the volley from O'Donnell, and there's that hand. It is a good hand, but that could quite easily fall a little bit closer and 1-0 down.
And there was quite a lot of debate in Scotland about the right wing-back area. Nathan Patterson of Rangers.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's only 19. It would have been a big gamble to throw him into this game. Stephen O'Donnell has kept his place. He's never really done anything wrong for Steve Clarke.
Sam, you're 100% right. He's never let us down at all. And, you know, we're not getting carried away, but in the first 30 minutes or so, he's been excellent, particularly in forward areas.
32 minutes played. Scotland 0, England 0.
Also as well, playing in that 5 as it is, as a wing back, a lot easier to go towards Sterling than having run behind in the hole. So it almost gives him the option of playing in front of Sterling, playing in front of him, which will suit him.
Foden has found Luke Shaw. This is Raheem Sterling.
Come on,
Mason
England.
Mount taking over
Go on,
now. He's
Mount. Ah.
Tries to aim out in the centre, but just couldn't elevate the ball. He's just looking at the back of his studs to see whether or not there was an issue there.
England are playing some good football right now. We just need to find some way of getting it upfield and basically getting in the back of the net.
Mount.
Sterling!
Ah! Sterling just can't bring out of the sky.
Well, if Foden's run was good, this one's even better. Just can't quite get his right foot on it. It's unlike him to miscontrol it.
You're right, Lee. That's a couple of times, a couple of intelligent runs from Foden and Sterling, just in between the right centre-back and the main centre-back, Hanley. Scotland need to monitor that.
Come on, England, do something. We need to create something. We need to not be like...
Robbed of possession.
Come on, England, go on.
Foden. Kane is running down that.
Go on, Kane, chase after it, Kane. England have played really well, Scotland have played really well. It's been a very good game so far.
That wasn't bad either.
Free
He
kick!
passes it out to Harry Kane and then
Referee has a foul all day long.
There's a real confidence of
Guys.
flourish about Phil Foden, isn't there? Every time
Are you guys enjoying the game? Who do you guys want to win, England or Scotland? Let me know in the chat.
You have to be pretty confident to pull off that haircut.
It is England 0, Scotland 0. England have had the best chance, Scotland have had a couple of themselves, but it's end-to-end stuff.
Steve Clarke will be a little bit more settled now. And now the game's panning out. There's chances, early chances for England. Haven't really had one recently.
John Stones hitting the upright with a header. Mason Mount stabbing wide from close range.
Oh, come on, England.
Both in quick succession.
That's not a foul.
Another corner here, but the foul has been given. By Mount on Tierney.
There was no foul in that.
Let's see if we can go down and speak to Gary Neville and Scott Brown, who are pitch side. What do you think of the opening 37 minutes?
I think Scotland will be really happy. I think England are playing far too slow in the defensive and mid-thirds. They're not switching the play quick enough, and they're giving Scotland quite a bit of encouragement.
Yeah, for me, Scotland have started really well. I think that's what we wanted to do. Put them under a little bit of pressure, but the midfield battle we seem to be winning now, and we've been very direct as well, and we've been solid up the top, so we've been causing a few problems.
McGinn on to Shea Adams, switching the play towards the right, but over.
Hey! Up you, Shea Adams, up ya!
Who I think crossed the ball in for someone during Euro 96. He hasn't stopped talking about it this week. And they're with us throughout the tournament. And they're right, aren't they? If anyone thought this was going to be a walkover, think again.
Yeah, that's certainly the case, Sam. It's been quite an open game, to be honest with you, which has surprised me. But you look at Scotland's selection. I said earlier,
Oh, England, man!
With the selection he has, and I think he'll be very, very pleased.
Go on, boys!
Tierney scooping it forward for.
Here comes Scotland.
To chase. McGregor.
Corner to Scotland, folks. Corner to Scotland.
Again, it's still, you know, we're not even at half-time yet, but I've got to say from Scotland's point of view, Lee, I've been really impressed with the game management.
I'm nervous, man.
Yeah, I think.
Corner to Scotland, we need to defend this. As much as we want to, we need to defend this.
But they haven't, they've kept to the game plan. And as you said, the game management has been good so far, and they've had a chance or two themselves.
And the referee is not going to allow this set piece to be taken with that bunch of players jostling for position around Jordan Pickford, who looks like he's going to need a bit of protection. Declan Rice and Bruce James are the bouncers.
I always think you're better off getting out of his way and letting him come and punch it.
And he has come and punched it.
Well done, Pickford.
And England look to escape. There weren't too many routes out of dodge for Raheem Sterling.
Ah! Come on, England!
I always say this, but this game seems to be, from England's point of view, crying out for Jack Grealish to get on the ball and just suck a few of the Scotland players towards him, because he holds on to the ball for so long and people come towards him. That just frees up other players. Foden's done it a couple of times.
If you guys
Sterling,
like,
so
if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, I'll happily answer as many questions as you want to put in. I'll answer as many questions as I can.
Facing England without Jack Grealish.
5 substitutes are available. We've only played 39 minutes of this huge encounter, this showpiece event of the first week of the tournament.
Come on, England!
Phillips, Foden again.
See what Gary Neville was saying about the slow build-up. Jack Grealish doesn't allow slow build-up because he just gets it, turns and starts making things happen. It's just in his DNA. He can't help himself.
Phillips trying to get away from this near side. Raheem Sterling then tosses with Gilmore. England throw.
Come on, England, do something!
Talking about Gilmore again, Lee, when the ball's coming out to the left-hand side to Shaw, I can see Gilmore looking at O'Donnell for a little bit of help. He wants O'Donnell to be the first one to make the initial contact.
Rice, Phillips, back to James. Attempting to switch from right side to left, and he's giving it away to Scotland.
Brilliant from Gilmore there. He's obviously got a shout. We spoke about it there. He's
Come on,
taking the
boys!
shout, taking the
About
chance,
5
not
minutes to
into
go
the
to
park.
half-time,
Slack goal from
including
England, I have to say.
added time.
It's almost a carbon copy of the game against Croatia, where they started really fast, England, and then slackened off a little bit. There's a lot of nervous energy that was expended before the game. Walking into this arena was like walking into a coliseum when they emerged from the tunnel. And officially there's only supposed to be 2,800 Scottish supporters inside the ground. I don't need a calculator to tell me that that's not right.
I think you could possibly correct there.
There was 2,000 odd waiting for the England bus when we arrived, and give them a nice warm welcome, didn't they, all your mates?
I did enjoy that, I must admit.
Mount.
Come on, England! Go on!
Phillips.
Oh!
Just nudged the ball through to Kane, but Kieran Tierney is there. Nice dealing with Dykes, and England.
Come on, England!
Coming forward again as we reach the end of the first half. Finally balanced at Wembley. Mount.
Come on! Put in the box! England on the ball at the moment, 42 minutes played, England 0, Scotland 0.
Can't really afford to lose the ball there.
It's really good from Adams coming all the way back with Stones and just nicking the ball off him there.
I tell you, Lee, you could make a case for him being the best man in the park for the first 45 minutes, to be honest with you. He's been
Come on, England!
I certainly appreciate him down at Southampton. He took a while to get going, but 9 goals in 35 Premier League games last season. He made a difference at times. O'Donnell's got space on this near touchline.
Scotland are showing that they can give us a game, but they're making it hard for us as well.
Working into space. Sterling goes across to close him down. Phillips moves out towards Gilmore. Again, O'Donnell is free on this near side.
Come on, England!
Luke Shaw shuttles across. O'Donnell. McGregor. We've had more than a few touches of the ball, Scotland. Stringing passes together here.
Come on, England! Defend this, boys! Well done, England! Well done, Mings! It's a corner to Scotland.
Nodding his approval how many passes they had then Scotland, and I'm doing the opposite because I'm saying England, you've got to engage a player. Go towards him, no good just standing in front. Patient build up from Scotland, not good enough closing.
We need to defend this corner, boys. We need to defend this corner.
This could be a crucial moment of the match. The last minute of the first half. Andrew
Robertson to take the corner for Scotland. They've gone short.
Swings it in. Very high for Grant Hanley. Phillips gets it under control. And England will get out.
We're just about near half time, folks.
Scotland have only beaten England 4 times here in 55 years. 67, 77 when the heroes were Kenny Dalglish and Gordon McQueen. John Robertson scored a penalty in 81. Don Hutchinson nodded past David Seaman in the second leg of a playoff that, even in defeat, sealed England's place at Euro 2000. And they may well be the happier of the two teams at half-time. John Stones came
half-time, England 0, Scotland 0.
You know, there's never been a 0-0 at Wembley between England and Scotland.
So hopefully we can get better in the second half. We need to.
Broken today. I'm not sure many others would be. Analysis on the way with Mark Pugac, Roy Keane, Graham Souness and Ian Wright. At the break, it's England 0, Scotland 0.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes for you guys. I'll be back in about 5.
Messenger video. Get talking. If you run a business, communication is vital.
Put him through. Please, putting it through now.
You rely on conversations to make it run smoothly.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? You can't afford to miss an opportunity. Start a smarter conversation with HiHi. With centralized contact management, removable touchscreen display, and instant video to anyone. Stop saying
Hello?
hello and start saying hi. Visit hihi.co.uk/TV.
Oh, it's a chilled coffee from Starbucks. It's chilled as in cold, not relaxed. It's not cold because you left it in your mug to go cold, cold. No, 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 no. This is full throttle chill with intent. It's cold because we made it cold. Deliciously cold, actually. You're welcome.
pitch, never gets the ball away, which is fabulous for a midfield player. I'm chuffed. I think we carry a threat as well. I think Diggs, Che Adams up front have been threatening, and I feel we've had the best chances. And with a wee bit of luck, you know, a slippery pitch, the shot from O'Donnell might have taken a deflection, you never know, but we're very much in the game, but I think we may have to get some extra legs, or fresh legs into midfield in the second half.
Absolutely, let's have a look at those chances there. The first of them very much fell to Scotland early on.
And Evans, for me, I think he's been the top man for Scotland. You know, the way he's moved, no one knows who to pick him up. Great play from Scotland here. Mason Mount loses his man and he just stands still. Declan Rice gets dragged towards it. And when you watch Che Adams here, he just stays still. You see, Mason Mount loses him here. Once he goes, brilliant play from O'Donnell. But then watch Che Adams, he just stops. Declan Rice gets dragged to that near post, and then I think it's a great chance. It's 4 minutes in. You just
Hello everyone, I am back.
What do you think? Well, what's happening at the moment with England is that we are passing it at a pace where it's very comfortable for Scotland. We do need somebody who can do something different. You've seen it in Spitz and Starks.
I'm back now. We hope England can get a goal in the second half at some stage.
Commit someone, drag someone out, go past them, and then see if we can create something. No shots on target for us.
But even righty, they're all taking too many touches at the back.
We need to create chances. That's what we need to do, and we're not doing it.
What are you doing? He's come back and giving sideways passes. Not good enough.
They need a Billy Gilmore. They need a maestro. They've got Phillips. They've got Declan Rice. Two keys at the same pod. Get it. You know, and Grealish danger.
Grealish is the equivalent.
I'm more. Yeah, get Grealish on because they need something. You know, they're not threatening. This is England at home. They're not threatening. But I saw that against Croatia. I think the two.
Come on, England!
You have one of them. You don't have both of them. You need a different type of midfield player.
We need something to happen in the second half.
Billy Gilmore. But unfortunately, he's Scottish.
And he's playing very well, and Scotland are doing very well, and it's 0-0 at half-time. The rain restarted at the start of the game. There's nothing wrong with the passion on the pitch or off the pitch.
Oh, there's passion, and there's a lot of it.
Is a goal. Back for the second half in a moment.
So, guys, put down in the chat who you guys thinks the second half's going to happen. Do you think Scotland are going to score the first goal? Do you think England are going to score the first goal? Who do you think we're going to bring on in the second half? Who do you think we're going to take off? Be interesting to hear from you guys who you guys would like to see us play, but we just got to go for it as much as we can. So, we just need to play well, play with a bit of tempo, play with a bit of zest in it, and go for it. Because you don't know how we can play. We could play well, we may not play well, we got to play with the passion, we got to play with heart, and we got to go for it in the second half, and that's all you can do. But Gareth Southgate's got to come out and make a change. He's got to make an absolute change. There's no doubt about it. Change is now, and change is going to happen soon. We have to make a change. We have to bring someone on that can change the game, and I think Grealish is going to be one of them. If we can bring Grealish on, I think he'll make a difference to this team and to the game as a whole, because he's got speed. We're a little bit slow going forward at the moment, where he can literally, he doesn't want the game to be slowed down. He'll want the game to be literally sped up, as in he'll want to go for it. And that's why, assuming that happens, we never know what can happen. You just gotta go, live life to the fullest, go for it. You never know what can happen. We gotta try it the best of our abilities and do the best we can. We have to play with we got to play with no fear, we got to play with tenacity, we got to play with the absolute ability to go and win this game, to go and win the fight, to go and win every other ball. We got to go for it. If you play well, we play well. If you don't play well, you don't play well. Like, we got to believe in the ability of the squad. Do we think England can win this? Yes, I can. But that's if we can change the players around and get a result. So if we go and say, bring Jack Grealish on, it could make a difference. You don't know. We've got to see how this game goes on from there on then. We've got to see how this does, see how the team goes. I hope he makes us up at half time, because we definitely need to bring someone who will bring the tempo up a little bit and make it a little bit of a quicker game. Because England at the moment are slightly slow.
In London today, it's 0-0 at half-time here at Wembley. Steve Clarke will be the happier of the two coaches. Gareth Southgate with plenty of options off the bench, not a brolly in sight. England have control of the ball. It's almost like that means they're happy. They need urgency rather than just that.
You need urgency. Like I say, only Phil Foden looks a little bit sharp in there. We need someone who's going to commit defenders, commit people, drag people out of position so people can make runs, beat people. That's what we need.
Come on, England!
Grealish has to come on at some stage. It's obvious to see.
You need future players.
Grealish is cute.
Is it all a bit too predictable from England's point of view?
From the two central midfield players, it's get it, square, get it, square. There's no cuteness about the passing. There's no range of passing. And for Scotland, for England to be a top team, that mix won't work against the better teams.
Gareth certainly won't panic though. He waited till the 70th minute to make a structure there. He's got great options. Keep calm.
Harry Kane's only had one touch in the Scotland box. What's going to happen?
Go boys!
Lee Dixon, Ali McCoist and Sam Matterface with the action.
Well, this is the youngest ever England side that has been named in a major tournament, an average age of 25 years, 31 days. The Scotland fans have made a real occasion of the whole thing. London has been awash with the sound of bagpipes and Scottish anthems.
Come on, England!
Tartan-clad travellers that boarded sold-out trains from Glasgow and Edinburgh. They knew that this game was a leveller. It does funny things to you. Just ask Stuart Kennedy. Think about those goalposts floating down Wembley way. Colin Hendry losing his bearings. Gascoigne's brilliance. Paul Scholes scoring a header, and Griffiths the free kick master. Maybe someone will have to come off the bench.
Come on, England!
A real significant impact in this encounter.
Well, we need to do
Alan
something.
McAllister alongside me in the commentary box. We've seen flashes of Jack Grealish getting ready. How long would you leave it?
Well, I understand the passion from Graham and Ian in the studio. Hang on.
Go on, Foden! Oh, corner, come on! Corner to England!
Forward and nudge it behind for a corner.
Communication, Lee, again. I think Gilmore and McTominay get caught there, and a good run.
Early set piece for England at the start of the second half. Didn't beat the first man, Mason Mount. And Phillips has lost the ball. And Scotland are on the break.
Well done, England!
Came from Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I understand the passion from Graham and Ian in the studio, but I completely agree with Roy Keane. There's nothing to panic about. It's a 90-minute game. First half could have gone better. They had two decent chances. They also give a couple of chances away, but no panic whatsoever. Bench full of talent, and I'm sure Jack Grealish will come on at some point, so he won't be panicking at all.
Speaking about the bench, Lee, equally from Scotland's point of view, I think the bench is going to be vital. They've put so much into the opening 45 minutes, and I would imagine they certainly will continue to do so, so we will be requiring our subs ready to come on too.
Go on, Sterling!
Sterling.
Kane!
Sterling again. No one inside the penalty area yet.
Foden! Oh, lucky!
Near post and try to get something on it to steer it past David Marshall. Here's Mason Mount.
Oh, Mount! Oh, lucky! Unlucky Mount!
Robertson matching the run from Foden. Cuts inside. It's a good stop. It's an excellent stop because that's travelling. That's the one I was talking about. That's top class defending from Robertson. Matching the run of Foden.
It was a fizzer from Mason Mount, taking advantage of the conditions.
Corner to England!
Corner to England. Another one towards that near post, which didn't have enough loft on it.
Well, I tell you, I think Marshall, as you said, it was a fizzer, had some pace on it, but I think Marshall was quite happy. He went round the post in the end. He's thrown two fists at it, it just skids off his gloves a little bit. He has a little look, make sure it's just gone wide.
Well, if anyone didn't deserve to get caught out in such audacious fashion against the Czech Republic, it was David Marshall. He effectively got Scotland here.
That's very true. Interesting one as well. I'm trying to work out that England corner. But Phil Foden seems to be the one making the run to the front post. That's strange.
Come on, England! About 49 minutes played. England 1, England 0, Scotland 0.
It's fascinating to hear Graham Souness talk about England's cuteness of pass and the lack of it. Something that
For God's sake.
After the Croatia game, something that Gareth Southgate talked about, how he felt that after that match they weren't getting excited. Their first thought was, how can we improve for the next game? And Sterling was pretty keen to point out that some of the times when England had decided to kick long from the back, they could have used the ball better. He would certainly take care of it. There's a wry smile on the face of Jack Grealish because he knows he's just been flashed up on the big screen.
Well, he's double knotting his boots. That's always a sign, isn't it, Ali?
I've got no idea. I was normally going the other way.
He'll certainly take care of the ball
Undoing
better.
your boots.
Well, actually, in Euro 96, the last time these two played in a major tournament, you came off the bench, didn't you?
That's correct, yes. Witness the Gascoigne magic.
By Mings. Why didn't he take that penalty?
Gary was skipper. Gary McAllister was skipper. And understandably took the show onto the shoulder of responsibility.
You asked him for it, did you? Could I take it? Did you?
Yes.
Say? Yeah.
I would have taken it in 2 minutes. Are you accusing me of
No, I'm just trying to work out.
of duties?
trying to work out your character, whether there's any weakness in there.
All right. Still a football match going on here. Let's fast forward 25 years again.
Come on, England!
Date in both these countries' history. It's 25 years to the day since England beat the Dutch 4-1 here at Wembley on what was a high watermark for English football. Here on the left-hand side now is Robertson trying to fizz it in. James. Rice comes across and clears.
Come on, England, do something!
That night in 1996 when Sheringham and Shearer did so much damage to the Dutch defence. It was also the night that Scotland won only their second of 2 European Championship games. You remember that night, right?
Remember that one well. Yep, I remember both of them well, actually. Also worth mentioning, I probably think that was England's best performance of Euro 96 against the Dutch. They were superb that night.
Rice.
I don't remember it. I was in the international wilderness at the time.
This is James.
Come on, England, do something, come on!
England, again, reticent to take the ball forward, and they need that drive, they need that injection. Now warming up substitutes over on the far side, but it's Marcus Rashford and Jordan Henderson, I think, who are going through their paces.
They just look bereft of any real imagination at this moment in time, England. They need something to go and work.
Come on!
Something open, make a pass, make a run forward.
Sterling finds James.
Go on, Foden!
His ball
Ah.
away by the first man again in Tierney. Delivery into the box hasn't been as accurate or as precise as Gareth Southgate would have wanted. But England tend to do this. Most of their victories are by a binary scoreline. 1-0, 1-0. 1-0, that's the last 3. They don't concede many goals. They don't score too many. They never establish themselves as the great entertainers of the nation.
Well, at the moment they've got 4 up front, and that just opens up the whole midfield. So when Rice and Phillips have got the ball, there's not an awful lot to pass to. And that's filling those gaps in with somebody creative. Sterling's just dropping into the number 10 position now, but as again mentioned, you know, Grealish picking those balls up in that area and turning and running at Scotland will surely
Come on, boys!
open them up a little bit more.
Come on, England!
England fans getting a little frustrated, you sense, inside the stadium. That does change the dynamic. For the last year or so, they haven't been able to feel that tension emanating from the stands. I think they'll be feeling it now.
This moment in time, it's suiting Scotland. Everything's in front of them. The whole game's in front of them. Just need to keep a high line with the 5. No gaps.
This is Mount onto
Come on,
Phillips.
England, do something, come on!
Driving at the Scotland defence. Now Phillips. Shaw. Kane wandered into a wide position. Sterling waiting.
Go on, Sterling!
Comes to Reece James.
Reece James, oh!
Inches. He can hit them.
Yeah, that's a massive chance.
Oh, unlucky Reece!
From there. Too much space. Big chance that leak.
Well, he just opens himself up to slide the ball down the outside to Mount, and then decides to take the shot himself. And he's just leaning back a little bit, one or the other, make the pass or hit the target.
Seven appearances for Chelsea this season. Scored his first goal down at Brighton early in the campaign. That was some hit. Shea Adams.
Tell you, he'll do for me. He'll do for me, Adams.
Gilmore under a bit of pressure from Mount. He certainly got that.
Come on, boys!
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Marshall upfield. Shaw with a header away. This is McGregor. Mings. Oh, he's caught.
Oh, Scotland on the ball.
He's leading a charge. It's Lyndon Dykes. Mike Ford to Shea Adams. Didn't get it out of his feet. Still Mike blocked by Stones.
Well done, Stones. Come on, England.
Now they go on the counter. Foden has found Kane. He's holding off the challenge of Gilmore, but Gilmore's challenge was illegal. And it's a
Free kick to England.
What a let off at the other end, Ali McCoist.
Oh, I can't tell you how impressed how Adams has impressed me so far this evening. He's been taking the ball in. He's been a real thorn in England's side. Again, it comes into him. This is the free kick we're watching. Not sure there's too much in that, to be quite honest with you, but getting back to Adams, he's been a real threat so far. His overall play has been excellent, holding it up, going in behind. He just doesn't, he wants somebody to run off him there, and he hasn't got him to run off him, so he decides to turn and hit the shot, which he's well within his rights to attempt. Unfortunately, from our point of view, it was blocked.
Again, Mount stands over the ball. Foden to
Go on.
his delivery.
Ah.
Straight towards the penalty spot, but Hanley beats Sterling to it.
Free kick was absolutely dire, folks.
Defensive header there. Somebody coming in behind him. I think it was Sterling.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, he's warming up with Rashford.
Substitutes can make a difference in this fixture. Just ask Ricky Lambert. Made his international debut in this fixture in 2013. He came off the bench to score the winner when it was locked at 2-2.
Come on, boys.
As a result, ended up going to a World Cup.
Well, this is what Gareth's all about as a coach and a manager. Picked a team for the first game that everybody thought, what's he doing? Goes and wins the game. Tick that box. And at the moment, they need something to happen. So it's substitution time. Does he make the right one? What time
I hope he
make
does.
it? That's why he gets paid the big bucks. We can stand up here and chat about it. He's got to make those decisions and get them right.
Sterling weaving away.
Come on, Sterling. Oh, Sterling.
Across to add to the fortifications.
Come on.
Shaw. Foden tried to didn't quite come for him.
Come on. Come on, England.
He's not who you want on the end of a cross.
Kane!
On the end of something.
Oh!
Shot is blocked by Hanley, pinball around, and Scotland managed to get it away. Just hasn't found his rhythm again, Harry Kane.
Oh, we were right behind that one, weren't we, Ali? Just look with his left foot bending that in the outside of the post and bringing it back. But
well, boys! Come on, England!
England urged on. Foden. Now James. Going backwards rather than forwards. England patient with their build-up.
Come on, England! Go on!
Exchanging passes. Trying to
go on there! Come on!
England corner and now tries to rev up the crowd in the corner.
Corner for England. Mason Mount to take. Looks like Jack Grealish is coming on.
Jack Grealish is about to come on.
So important the concentration levels here for Scotland defensively.
Corner kick to be taken by Mason Mount. Ball's crossed in. Oh!
He was being poured to the ground. The referee waved away the protest of a penalty. There's lots of space for O'Donnell on this near side. And England get enough bodies back to shut down the counter-attack.
That's a ball!
One of their own with Sterling.
Sterling!
Fed by Pickford's clearance. Sterling still has it. Foden joining.
Oh, lucky!
Robertson, much to the frustration of the England fans. Foden down on the floor. Dykes has been on the floor, he's getting back up again. This game's seesawing from end to end.
Brilliant ball from Pickford. Oh, just pinged it, and he meant that as well.
Pinged it. He pinged it, man. Pinged it yards.
But again, a good break. Scotland had a good break at the other end as well, as you said, end to end, box to box.
Come on, England.
Here's McGinn. His best mate's about to come off the bench for England. Cross towards Dykes. Mings into the air.
Well done. Well defended. Corner to Scotland.
That situation well.
I thought it was dropping over him. Oh man, I did. I just thought it was beating him, and it was coming, dropping right on Dykes' head.
I didn't.
You have to pray. I'm afraid it doesn't go in.
They used to play this fixture between England and Scotland every year.
They've got to bring it back, haven't they?
Let's do it.
Got to.
They've got to make them less frequent. I'm a bag of nerves up here.
Corner to Scotland.
Scotland corner. Aimed it towards Hanley. Drops for Dykes.
What a save! Well done on the line. Reece James, a hero.
It's another great chance for Lyndon Dykes. It's another chance that he doesn't quite take.
Oh, I've got to say, man, I should
Saved on the line by Reece James. Lyndon Dykes did put Scotland 1-0 up.
Good defending from James. We can't see from this angle whether it was getting in or not. We've got to look at it now. There you are. Can't really see from that angle. See from this one, all right. Yeah, I'm not sure it is getting in, actually, to be honest with you. James doesn't know that, to be fair.
England are making a change. Phil Foden is being withdrawn.
Phil Foden is going off, and Jack Grealish is coming on.
The much anticipated arrival at Euro 2020 on Jack Grealish.
Well, you can just hear the crowd, what they think of that. Sterling's on this right-hand side, Grealish just coming in on that left-hand side. No change in system, but
come on, let's try and go for it now.
Personnel from somebody who can change a game with his running.
Don't foul, don't foul. Another Scotland corner, folks. 63 minutes played, Scotland 0, England 0.
Well, look at them. They're having a great time in London. And England are not entirely settled. Jordan Pickford again having a few words with his central defenders. We saw that on Sunday.
Corner to Scotland.
A decent ball and Pickford.
Well done, Pickford.
Huge haymaker on it.
That's good goalkeeping. When you've got a
throw into England.
Attack like that, you've got to come as a keeper. You'll get a foul 9 times out of 10. You've also got the reach of your arms to get a glove on it at least. So well done, Pickford.
Yeah, it's good play all round, Lee, because I'm quite happy with the ball getting swung right in there and asking the question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he came up with the answer, to be fair to him.
He's been working with a psychologist over the last year just to calm his temperament down a little bit and make sure that he makes the right judgments, or make sure his head's in the right place so he can make those right judgments.
I think I'll need to get his number.
Come on, boys.
These two have played each other 114 times before. There has only ever been 3 0-0s. There's never been one at Wembley. Mount.
Come on, England.
To Sterling. Phillips. Bit short for Jack Grealish. Might get it here. Does. Looks at McTominay. Takes him to the byline. And wins England.
Come on, boys. We have a corner. Come on. Corner to England. 65 minutes played. 0-0.
Mings and Stones have trotted up from their defensive positions.
Come on, get someone on the head! On your head! Oh!
Delivery wasn't perfect. It's unlike him, he's usually so pinpoint with his set piece delivery.
Come on, boys!
There'll be a few young kids who are staying up tonight, been allowed to go later to bed to keep an eye on this game. There'll be a few falling in love with football for the first time.
Well, we were talking before half time, weren't we, Ali, about how many free kicks Grealish wins? Yeah. In and around.
Come on, England!
Positions, certainly.
Playing well at the moment, we just need to try and score while we're on top.
Brings players towards him, and then he's got such good close control. Defenders think they can just nick the ball off him, and he just shifts it at the last minute.
He's one of the best, you're right, Lee, of inviting a challenge.
He's the Premier League's most fouled player 2 seasons in a row.
Come on, free kick to England, 66 minutes played.
Luke Shaw.
Ball's crossed in.
High towards the far post. Mings will chase
Come on.
outside the penalty area. Now Sterling. Phillips.
That's the ball. Ah!
Get that under control. James sees it back to his goalkeeper. It's a key point of the game. Halfway through the second half of
Come on, England.
And Kane.
Come on, Kane.
Behind here.
Oh.
Grealish. Didn't have the confidence to get away.
Come on, England.
Mount. Shaw again. Phillips took one in the back.
Thank you, ref. Thank you, ref.
Another England free kick.
Thank you very much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Votes. England 0, Scotland 0. Let's still get the likes on this stream.
He's got his hands full now with Grealish.
Come on, England. Come on, Grealish.
Might skip away from those.
Go on.
Oh. But there's no one in white waiting for it. John McGinn's gone down off the ball, out of your picture.
Yeah, Shaw just give him a little check as he tried to make a run and said, "You're not going anywhere."
Hello, 3 people in the chat. If you guys want to put your name in the chat, I will shout you out.
It's all part of the full-back's armoury.
Nearly 20 minutes to go, folks. Nearly 20 minutes to go. Oh, Terry, oh, boys.
We missed fans going at one another. Spicing up an already intriguing clash between two nations, so close, so culturally similar, yet so diverse and different too.
It's an excellent run there from Tierney. He doesn't
come
get
on,
the ball,
boys, come on, England!
What happened is Reece James drop off 2 yards to cover the run, and that gives Robertson more time in possession.
Both sides have had 8 attempts each, 1 apiece on target.
Come on, boys!
Now Steve Clarke spent the bulk of his playing career in England. He's got Stephen Reid, the former Republic of Ireland international, alongside him, and John Carver, the former Newcastle coach, as his assistant.
Drink water, folks.
Just discussing with Steve Holland what to do next. John McGinn was rolling his eyes in the lead up to the game as he regaled the number of attacking options that England had on their bench. But
come on, boys!
We've got a couple of superstars of our own. Someone's going to make headlines tonight.
I would like to see Jack Grealish just play a bit more centrally, maybe move Mason Mount out there for a bit, just to get him on the ball a little bit more.
Come on, England! If you guys like the stream with the thumbs up button, don't forget to subscribe with the bell notification. As well, don't forget to hit post as well, so you get notified when I do these again in the future.
Pinched by James. This is Phillips of Leeds United.
Come on, boys!
His fitness on Sunday was incredible.
Go on!
From Kane onto Sterling. Offside flag is out.
Ah, Sterling!
More disappointment for the England supporters. Loads more football to come on ITV, including tomorrow. 4 o'clock, we're underway. Another huge clash in Group F, Portugal against Germany. And then on Sunday, it's Wales' final group game in Group A against Italy in Rome, 3:55 at the same time on ITV4. Turkey take on Switzerland in Baku. Marcus Rashford is about to come on.
Well done, ref!
Stephen Adol just holding Grealish's left arm there. Correct decision.
Come on, England!
Scotland would certainly be happy with a point tonight. Means they will have to beat Croatia at Hampden. But they have shown that anything is possible. Grealish onto Sterling. Grealish trying to dance down that left-hand side, brings Shaw into play. Mount looking for Shaw.
Good!
Releases Shaw.
Oh!
Flashes it through that 6-yard box, but with very little aim.
Well, I think he had a look across in the box, in the end decides to try and scoop it off the post. Great little 1-2 on the edge of the box, and he gets in there. He has a little look up. He can't really get Sterling in. Harry Kane's not available, so I think he just thinks outside the foot. Yeah, probably the right type of shot, just couldn't pull
Harry
it off.
Kane's going off.
Interesting substitution this. Harry Kane
And Marcus Rashford's coming on.
Replaced by Marcus Rashford, MBE. And it is Marcus Rashford's job once again to alter proceedings. There's David Beckham, who was on the pitch the last time that England lost to Scotland in 1999.
I think you've got to say, from Scotland's point of view, it would have to be a good sign that England are taking off Harry Kane. Having said that, I am not underestimating at all the ability of Rashford.
Well, we've got a completely different problem now, because he won't be coming short, that's for sure. He might take the odd step forward towards the ball, but the next 10 or so are going to be going the opposite direction.
Yeah, at the same time, Lee, we have to get the balance.
Well, boys!
In our back. I don't want our back five dropping back to stop that. We have to keep the balance.
I think he would have been proud of the Scotland performance so far tonight. So Alex Ferguson is at Wembley. It's great to see him here. Shea Adams just being marshalled by Tyrone Mings. And let's go down to the touchline and hear from Scott Brown and Gary Neville. Gary, surprised that Marcus Rashford got the nod up top instead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah, I thought he would have come in a wide area, but I have to say that it's been such a lethargic performance from England, and not just in possession. I have to say that when Scotland have had the ball, England haven't even pressurised them, and that might be why Marcus Rashford's been introduced into that central area. He will probably close down a lot quicker than Harry Kane would. Harry Kane didn't look himself, so hopefully with Grealish and Rashford on, a bit more urgency.
Yeah, Scotland's done really well, frustrated England, kept shape and kept discipline, and that's what we have to do. We just have to be patient on the ball as well when we get it.
Billy Gilroy is being replaced by Stuart Armstrong. I think he can be satisfied with his first Scotland start, Ali McCoist.
Without doubt, absolutely delighted for him. I wanted to see him in from the start. Stevie Clark has done that, and he hasn't let him down or let anybody down. Really
Come on, England!
Does just change the dynamics slightly in the Scotland midfield. Armstrong, who's been one of Southampton's most consistent performers over the course of the season, even though they really tailed off in the second half of the season.
I'll tell you what it is, Sam. You know, it's clearly fresh legs, which we need. But it ain't a defensive move, that's for sure.
No, it's a move made with attacking intent. Towards Marcus Rashford, who gets up well and wins the ball in the air. Dykes. O'Donnell's the furthest forward Scotland player. Now it's Shea Adams. Dykes wanders into the centre. Here's Armstrong. Phillips does his projection job really well. Given away by England. Rice not
Come on, England!
Clearance. Robertson bending one in. Dykes getting up there. It comes to Shea Adams.
Way! Way!
Scotland. Steve Clark can't believe it.
Great delivery in, brilliant delivery into an area.
Have it!
Completely unhappy with it.
He took a swipe and couldn't hit the target! Cheers! That's why you play for Southampton, not for a bigger club. Because you can't hit a barn door.
From a defending point of view, Gary said about a lethargy with England, stop the cross. You know,
come on, England!
Whip it in. Close him down.
Made that be a wake-up call.
Watching him.
Sterling trying to twist away from Armstrong. Still going. Raheem Sterling getting to the byline.
Oi!
Robertson was close to
Ref!
it. There didn't seem to be too much in it.
Ref!
He thinks there was.
Well, VAR will be having a look at this one. It just tricks him into.
Oh!
He stood on his foot. Whether that warrants enough for him to go down, but the foot comes in.
Yeah, but you stood on someone's foot. It's going to warrant you to go down.
You watch VAR on this one.
It's going to warrant you to go down. Stood on his foot.
Trick there. Ali?
Absolutely no chance.
Peter Wharton is our refereeing expert. Peter?
Well, for once in my life, I'm agreeing with Ali McCoist there. That's no chance of a penalty kick for me. So, yes, he does get slightly tripped, but he's gone down far too easy for a penalty.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't make it right. This makes it just an opinion.
Does that make the two of us wrong? Possibly.
This makes the two of us. Ah!
Robertson.
Nothing wrong with a bit of wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
Adams. Robertson's cross takes a little deflection.
Well, Pickford!
And Pickford came out and gobbled it up and needed to take charge.
Just needed somebody screaming across that front post there. Game's really open now, guys. Really open.
Well, the ref! Free kick to England. About 10 minutes to go, folks. 10 minutes to go.
We can go and win this game, let alone the Croatia game. If we win tonight, and I think, you know, the way they've played tonight, they really fancy themselves to get a winner.
Well, this is a courageous Scotland team. Doesn't give up lightly. Robbed of several bodies in Spain when they took on Dutch. They rallied. They gave them one hell of a game. And they've really tested England and their resolve. England's character has never been in question over the last few seasons. Gareth Southgate talked about the fact that when they've been in difficult spots, they've come up with something. They've either dragged themselves back from a deficit or they've managed to eke a win.
Come on, England!
Inspiration from somewhere now.
10 minutes to go, folks, to get a winner in this game.
Because
Rashford!
Away from Hanley.
Ah!
For Scotland to qualify, Lee, we've got to win a game. We need a minimum of 3 points, so why not go and get it here?
Armstrong. Shea Adams dancing away from Phillips. This is McGinn from distance. Hefty deflection, which is going to
corner to Scotland. 81 minutes played. 0-0.
You know how you felt in the early part of the game and before the... I'm starting to feel that now.
Now. I started to feel it now. We're trying our best as much as we can.
A little bit just how this game destroys.
Sorry if I do a downs. I watched it on my phone.
It's not one for the faint-hearted.
Faint-hearted is great.
A huge Scotland contingent behind that goal. And they are trying to suck the ball in past Jordan Pickford.
Sacre bleu. Why am I sounding French? Sacre bleu. You want to suck it in?
Armstrong. Away by Mings. It was a really
I pray Scotland don't win this because my dad will never let me hear the end of it.
You may remember the last time these two met, there were 4 goals in the game. 3 of them came in the last 3 minutes of the match and stoppage time.
Come on, England!
You have to give credit to Scotland, and the build-up from England so slow.
Sterling running into McGinn, who wins the ball for Scotland. They look to escape, and Armstrong bounds down that left-hand side. Gave Calvin Phillips a run for his money. That's not an easy thing to do. It's edge of your seat stuff.
Edge of your feet. Edge of your feet stuff. Jeez, I never heard that before.
Might dampen some enthusiasm if England can't get 3 points from this game. Hanley away with a header, beating Rashford to it. Now it's picked up once again by Tierney. McGregor.
Thing is, Ali, England are caught in a bit of a dilemma as well now, because what they don't want to do is lose the game.
Correct.
Get the 4 points, so all of a sudden that draw looks really appealing.
I've got to be honest, Lee, I totally agree with you, but I don't see it getting played out that way.
Mings steps in. And as O'Donnell goes flying down that right-hand side, Mings is penalised by our Spanish referee. I don't think they'll be criticising him in the morning.
Anything but. Just catches him there. Free kick. I'm delighted for him, Sam. I really am delighted for him. Another substitution been made now. Nisbet coming on.
Another attacking gamble from Steve Clark. And I think it's Shea Adams who's going to come off. He's certainly worked incredibly hard for the team. His industry has been recognised. He's been unlucky with a couple of chances. He had one very, very early on. His whole family will be watching this tonight.
There's a goal on him, you know. Nisbet, he can finish. Not surprised at the substitution. I think Adams has been fantastic, but you've got to keep Dykes on for the aerial
Come on, England. 5 minutes to go. Stoppage time to go.
Scored a wonderful goal recently, Nisbet, from an Andy Robertson cross. And that Andy Robertson cross is not going anywhere but Jordan Pickford's gloves.
Oh,
that is true.
That's where his forwards and centre backs were then, because it was a decent ball in the box. Can't do any more than that.
Scotland just need to keep their shape. Keep the shape and don't drop back. Don't let your back line drop.
England and Scotland players walked into a spine-tingling atmosphere.
Come on, England.
The last 4 or 5 minutes is going to be incredibly nervy for everybody watching. Grealish followed right up the pitch by O'Donnell, who gets a yellow card for taking man marking too far.
Well, just a matter of time when the foul came, wasn't it? We had 3 or 4 opportunities and took the 5th one.
Huh.
I'm far happier to see it committed there than 15-20 yards from the goal in a wider position.
Pickford looking for Stones. Headed out by Dykes. England have had a penchant for late goals. Just a few faces that would like them to continue that trend this evening.
Come on, boys. Come on, England.
Shaw looking for Grealish. Chested down by McTominay, who's done well in that back 3 again tonight. He went back there after Scotland had to chase the game on Monday. People thought that might be a retrograde step. But he spent a lot of time actually in the last couple of years at the heart of the defence and only really moved into midfield again once the injury to Ryan Jack was confirmed. They are certainly appreciating the display of the Scotland team. The strains of Flower of Scotland are ringing around Wembley Stadium.
Said it before and I'll say it again, there's been some great individual performances from Scotland, but overall the thing that has impressed me has been the game management, how they've handled the situations within the game.
Well, some were suggesting that maybe on Monday they didn't deal with the occasion, they got caught up in the moment a little bit, but tonight that certainly hasn't been the case. In fact, out of the 2, if it's happened to anyone, it's happened to England. What will the England inquest centre on?
Well, I think all credit to Scotland. As I said, I think they've set the lines up really well. They've not given space behind their back 5. I think from Gareth's point of view, he'll be disappointed with how quickly they've moved the ball about the park. There has been a lethargy about the team. I know he was quite keen on keeping an unchanged side, but thought that the full-backs just needed tweaking a little bit.
You don't want to be disrespectful or condescending to Scotland, but they are the 3rd lowest ranked team in the tournament, and people will ask if England is supposed to be one of the favourites for this tournament and they can't win a match like this, what does that say about their prospects? Two added minutes at the end of the game.
Come on, England.
Derby games are different. Maybe it might be a match that you're not supposed to read too much into. Here's Grealish. Fired it into Rashford and then couldn't get it back.
Come on!
Now Declan Rice. Spreading it to James, bodies in the box, almost came through towards Sterling. There's a huge bundle. Marshall's trying to get on it, comes back out.
Oh!
Converted but cleared instead. But a free kick would have been given before Declan Rice could pull the trigger.
Well, I fully expected Ali McCoy's to pop up in the middle of that and clear it. He's virtually on the steps on the way down.
I seriously wasn't well there for a minute. I mean, look at that. That could go anywhere, anywhere. I've got to say, it's great covering again from John McGinn to you know, sense and sniff out danger.
Tell you what, I was just looking at a little handball.
You're not going for another penalty, surely, at this stage. I mean, that's panic, surely.
Panic, Campbell's handball.
And Scott McTominay was close to it, and his arm was out by his side, but I think he was leaning on a supporting arm, and in those circumstances, almost impossible to award a penalty. Hoping and praying that they can see out the final few moments. England fans hoping that they can come up with a moment of magic in the final 30 seconds of the 2 added minutes. Grealish trying to play it to a substitute that wasn't on the pitch. Rashford. They need someone in the box. At the moment, the centre-forward position occupied by Luke Shaw and Calvin Phillips. Sterling's at the back post. It's Mings into Grealish, and England were going nowhere fast. There's the full-time whistle, and listen to what it means to the Scotland fan.
Full time! Scotland 0, England 0. Like, subscribe to the bell notification, the radio post. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live watch along from Euro 2020.